Hello everyone, this is Rahul. So today let's see about layout in Android. So first let's see the sample output of the layout here. So we have three layouts here: linear, relative and table. And the linear consists of two vertical and horizontal. And relative I will be explaining this video. And table layout which consists rows and columns here. Now let's open a new file Android application project, name it as layout. So I am here choosing the clip art. You can choose image also, so I am just here clicking on the clip art. So I'm here choosing the blank activity and naming it as a main activity here. So default it will be in a relative layout, the XML file. So I'm just deleting it and choosing the layout as a linear layout. And then I'm going to add three buttons. So just to center in the layout, so I am adding Android gravity is equal to center and adding three buttons here. So now the button width is going to increase, so I'm just going to put a match parent, so it will be in the correct size by filling the screen size. And changing the name as linear layout for button 1 and button 2 as relative layout and button 3 as a table layout. So I am giving a background color for the button here, hashtag FF4F8A. Okay, the button has changed the color. So now I'm changing the size and the style for the button here. So for size I'm using 30 dp and for style I'm using bold with italic. So for between two buttons I am giving a gap. So I am using here margin bottom with 10 dp and copying it for both two buttons here. Okay, so just I'm going to add a background color here, Android background. Next we are adding three Android activity. So one is for linear and another one is for relative and another one is for table. So three Java files and XML files are created here for layout. So first we are going to see in a linear layout. So as mentioned, default is a relative layout. So I am just tilting and adding the linear layout. So we are going to add three buttons. So I am giving the gravity as center, so it will be assigned in the center, and adding the layout horizontal down. So in horizontal we can use right, left and center. So first I am adding three horizontal layout and adding three button here. So then I am just giving a text view for clearly understanding vertical and horizontal. So this is the vertical on first text view and second text view is the linear layout horizontal. So I am going to just increase the size and with the bold. And size as 30 dp. So now for horizontal view I am going to change as right, center and left. So in first button I am choosing as Android gravity right, so it will be assigned in the right side of the screen, and next layout center and another layout left. So now we are going to change the size and style for the button, bold with italic, and changing is morning, afternoon and night for the vertical. And then for horizontal I'm adding as right for right, and center layout as center and left layout as left. So I'm changing the title size as 25 dp for both linear, horizontal and vertical. I'm giving a background color. Hashtag 78FF 7F. The button color changed, so I am assigning it for both button morning, afternoon and night. Just copy it. So for width I am giving as match parent for both three buttons, so it will be in the screen size. So next we are going to add a margin button, so that will be a gap between two buttons. So just I am now going to copy all the and paste it for other two buttons. So it has overgap, so I am just going to change it as 5 dp gap between two buttons. So next I am going to change the color for the horizontal buttons. And write background equal to hashtag 78FFFF. So here I have mentioned in the linear layout, so the layout color will be changed. See in the gray, so the layout color have changed, so I just want to change in the button color only, so I'm just copying pasting it in the buttons. So I am going to change whole background color. So I am going to the top of the coding and the linear layout I am giving Android background. Hashtag B36C2E. So it is a brownish color. It doesn't look nice, so I'm going to change it in another color. Hashtag ED8C15. So it is a orange color, so it's look great before that. So next we are going to see in the relative layout. So default itself it is in relative layout. So in relative layout we can place anywhere in the screen. So it will be adjusted by before element. So I am keeping the text view in the center, and next I am giving another text view, so it will be assigned from the before text view. And giving a plain text here. So I'm going to do a login from here, so I'm adding just 3 text views and one plain text and another one password text and a button. So I'm placing another text view for password label I'm going to add a password box here. So if you add password box here, so it will be, when you type the password, it will be hide. So then I'm going to add a button. Now let's change the label name. So I'm going to put as a login. I'm giving the style as bold with italic. So I'm going to change the size of the text. Android text size is equal to 30 dp. So it has slightly collapsed, so let's give us 20 dp. Okay, so just we'll adjust the text view here. So in the second text view I'm giving as a username. So third text view as a password. So this is the layout, relative layout page design. So next we are going to see in the table layout. So table layout consists of rows and columns. So I am just deleting the relative layout and adding the table layout here. So in table layout I am adding another table row. So in the first table row I am inserting the text view for heading. So next I am going to add another table row. So here I am going to just create a form, name, phone number, email and gender. So I am going to add second table row for the name and text box. So I am inserting text view here. So adding another table column and inserting the plain text. So I am going to add another layout for font details. So I am adding text view, label and font text here. So if you have entered the font text, you can only enter the numeric values. So adding another layout for email, entering text view, label and email box. Next for gender I am adding another table row and inserting the text view and radio button here. So I have inserted two radio button. Okay, let's change the text view label names. So I'm just mentioning here as a form with the gravity center. So it has changed. So I am just giving an Android text size and style here. Style with bold with italic. So Android text size is equal to 20 dp. So it has changed. So next I am going to change the text view to as name, forgetting the input name of the user. And giving edit text as match parent, so it will be enlarge the screen here. Adjust to the screen. So just changing the size and style here. Using the text size as 10 and change it into 20. So I am going to just remove the bold here and use only italic. Okay, it's look great. So for gap between the form title and the name box, I am just going to give margin bottom. Okay, so there is a gap between. Next we are going to copy the margin bottom for all the table rows. Okay, it has changed. So next the third text view for phone number. Then changing the edit text with as match parent, so it will be match with the screen. So just copying the text style and text size for the text view. Just pasting it in all the text view, italic and 20 dp. For all the text view, just pasting. So the text box is out of the screen, so I am just going to change the text size as 15 dp from 20 dp. So for the fourth text view, I am going to name it as email. So for the width, I am going to change this as a math parent. So for the fifth text view, I am going to name it as gender. For the radio button 1, I am going to name it as male, and for radio button 2, I am going to name it as female. So at last I am going to add another table row for submit button. By using the layout gravity, I am assigning the butter in the center and write gravity is equal to center. And naming the button as submit. So this is the table layout. So next let's go into main activity.java. So we are here going to declare button and intent. So intent is nothing else, so it is passing from one page to another page. First we declare the button b1, b2 and b3 and import the button. So next we declare the button b1 is equal to button find view by id or.id.bl. So for the first button I have changed the name as bl. Bl means button linear. So I'm just copying pasting that. For another two button I'm changing b1 as b2 and b3 and bl as br and bt. So next we call the button. So after clicking the button, so it has to go on next page. So I'm just declaring b1 dot set on click listener new view dot on click listener. So the new method will be created. So in that method I'll create intent I is equal to new intent. So just import the intent here, new intent. So for the first one, so we have to enter the current page main activity.java, comma. So for clicking the button, it want to go to the linear.java page. So I'm just giving as linear.class. Just copying the b1 method for b2 and b3 and changing the b1 from b2 and b3. So for b2.setOnListener, I am changing as relative.class and b3 setOnListener for table.class. So it's main activity.this.java. So that's also just run the Android application after saving it. So just right click the file and give run as Android application. So save all the file. So in console it's showing as installing. After the success you have to open. So the three buttons are formed. So from linear layout, so there are two types, vertical and horizontal. So vertical 3 button and horizontal 3 button, left, center and right. So next the relative layout for login. So for username I have just given the plain text, so just entering my name. So for the password, just I am giving a number, so it will be hidden. And next the table layout. So for table layout, just we have created the form with the name, phone number, email address and gender. Just we want to fill all the detail and give submit. So these are the layouts available in the Android. Thanks for watching.